All right, everybody. How are you guys doing? Glad to be back. It's been way too long. Hopefully, everyone is doing well in this crisis we're all going through. And I thought, given that the thrift store finally opened up this week, I got back to it. First time went going there, and kind of want to get back in the throes of shows with you guys. So going through shows of what I picked up thrifting, as well as, I've been growing my Amazon. So Amazon has been going crazy. I've been selling food, been selling hats, and clothes. So those are the main things I sell. I sell in everything from Mercari, Poshmark. I thought about doing Shopify. I have not done that yet. But if I do that, I will bring that to you guys. eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari. And then I will have codes. Codes are coming up, not in this show, but I'm getting some codes finalized. So for those of you that are looking at getting into the different applications that can help selling. So we're talking about mainly Sellhound, but Sellhound, List Perfectly, those things that I use, I want to bring those to you guys. So though in shows coming up, those will be coming. So stay tuned. Let's see what we have. Finally, feels good to be back. Flipping Frozen. I think that's Donna Wester, right? Hey, you busy? What's up? Justin, Joey. Hey, Sarah. Four Oaks. Yes, I'm alive. Hey, Charlotte. Good to see you. Hey, Pamela. Selling. Oh, yeah. Siri. Not Siri. Yeah, selling food now. Growing some partnerships I've had. It was not fun that ASD got canceled, but given the current environment, did not go to ASD, obviously, because they canceled it. So hopefully they have it this year. But I've been working through all my contacts from the show to get Amazon rolling. Hey, Art of Dixie Flipper, what's up? All right, yeah, so hit the thumbs up. We'll try to come back with these shows more often now that we're back in the swing of things. So stay tuned. If you have not joined the Facebook group, there's a link down below, Liquidation OH Facebook group. That's where I'll bring all these codes to, as well as the different photos and different tips and tricks that we go through. So make sure you join that. Obviously, Instagram and all the social platforms. So we'll get in real quick to what I picked up today. These things that I sell, these things have been selling all through this crisis. As you can see, I'm going to screw them up here. Over here, we have racks of clothing. These have been selling. I have not. This is the first time I've picked up clothes since, what was it, March? Early March, end of February. So I've not been to a thrift store since, let's just say March 1st. And I've had, hey, Craig, what's up? I've had constant sales since I have not been out there. I've a ton of inventory, hats. I've got stuff from Marshalls. You can see here, if you're not picking up Marshalls, go pick them up. But yeah, so I've built up a ton of product where the shutdown really didn't hurt that much. I've had consistent sales ever since then. I'd probably say just on eBay alone, I probably had 5 to 10 a day. And then Amazon's different beast, but it's been crazy. Hey, Rummage for Riches, what's up? Yeah, that was Charlotte. That was right about your birthday. March 16th, I think that Monday with my day job. I was slammed. Hey, D, what's up? Flipping Particles. All right, so these are the things I pick up. These are the different brands I look for. I leave if it doesn't match my criteria, which if you don't know my criteria, I'm going to tell you most of it now, as well as you can watch some previous shows what I pick up. But today we're only going to talk about thrifting and the brands I look for. And this kind of flows into some of the wholesale stuff I do, which we'll get into that in some other shows. But sports are my main categories. So we'll go through here. Polo shirts, I only like, if you're buying polo shirts, they are big sellers for me. Button-up shirts don't do too well, but the polo shirts sell year-round. So here's one I picked up here, and it's kind of hard to see, but it has the NFL logo right there. So stuff like this sells. The brand you can see is Antigua. Well, you can't. It's faded a little bit, but that's what it looks like. But the wicking material, definitely stay to the wicking material. I try probably 99% of my polo shirts are this wicking material. I do not go to the heavy cotton. Those things don't move for me. So the only thing I buy is the wicking stuff. This week we broke a record of over $17,000 in sales. Whoa, nice job, Party Dixon Flipper. Nice. All right, here's another one. This is Sports Tech. So Sports Tech is an OK brand shirt. It's one of the brands that where companies are looking to brand their shirts and sell them. So, for example, Walmart might, if they're giving out T-shirts to their employees or polo shirts to their employees, Sports Tech would be a polo shirt that they would go and brand that shirt and sell it or give it to their employees. So when you're finding Sports Tech, it's not like an Under Armour. It's a lower end brand, but you will occasionally find Sport Tech with logos on them. So there's another NFL one that I found. There you go. Wicking shirt that will sell. I've not purchased one of these before. I didn't even look it up. I figured buy it. If you're in the thrift store and it has tags on it, definitely go and buy it, or at least look it up if you want to look it up. I'll just buy it if I've never heard of it. And the reason I bought it was because it still had the store tag on it. The store tag was $41. Now that's probably not close to what I can get, but I only paid $4 for it. But it's Caribbean, so I'd like to hear your guys' feedback if Caribbean is a good brand, but it's just a Hawaiian shirt. And for brand new, you can't go wrong with buying a brand new shirt with tags still on it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Charlotte. Sport Tech is a brand screen printers use a lot. Screen printers, embroiders. I find a lot of companies on them. Now, don't pass them up just because it's a company shirt or brand that screen printers use a lot, because if you have big companies in your area, so for example, I have Scott's, the lawn care company, Honda, I find a lot of those Sport Tech shirts with those brands on them. People are looking for that brand. And a nice quality shirt, like a wicking shirt, people look for that. You can get money for that. I will sell them for about $25. Jerseys, do not pass up jerseys. I probably have, I think, 2 here to show you. Even though this is a size small, you will have to be in size small. Really doesn't sell well for me, so I will buy it and just hold on to it. It eventually will get its price because I will cross-post it to Mercari and Poshmark. But it is an Adidas shirt. You will have to be careful, though, of counterfeits. So it's really the quality. And if you're really skeptical of a jersey and kind of feels cheap quality, definitely look up on a brand name website that sells authentic shirts and jerseys. Look to see if it matches yours and look at the stitching. So you can see this is double stitch. It's got Adidas on it. It's most likely authentic, just the way it feels. But if you are skeptical, look them up. I usually do. You can see jerseys, be careful. They're stitched in. A lot of the stuff, if you're looking at screen printed stuff, screen printed and the no-name stuff, I usually stay away from. But you can see the quality and the design on that. So just be aware. I kind of just go by texture and feel. And then look them up on websites. Yeah, Hawaiian shirts sell a ton, no matter what the brand is. But Hawaiian shirts, I'll usually stick those in my store, and someone will take them. So jerseys, do not pass up jerseys. There's one, and then here's another. Soccer jerseys are awesome. If any type of soccer jersey, pick them up, screen printed or embroidered. They do sell really well. Now, there you go. You can see this is the brand of the Celtic Football Club. What threw me off was Tennent's. I guess Tennent's is an alcohol or beer. And I don't know if it's Ireland or whatnot, but I looked them up, and it did say, based on the 125th anniversary, Tennent's was going to be their sponsor. So that's what convinced me to buy the shirt. But it is the crest is embroidered. You can tell it is raised a little bit. It's got the embroidery there, and it's got the number on the back. So if you get little things like that, look them up. I looked up specifically Tennent's. As I started typing in Tennent's, Celtic Football Club automatically filled in on Google. So just do a little research when you're looking. But I've picked some of the Celtic ones up from the Goodwill bins with Carling on it, and those have sold for between $20 and $40. Uh, he busy wants to know if we're talking about managed payments. I'll save that for later just because I got an email about it and I have not done it yet. I guess the deadline is July for managed payments. Chris hit deny. Yeah, locals. Craig says good point. Says watch out for local soccer clubs. So if you're looking at jerseys, be careful. Don't just pick it up because it's a soccer jersey. There are local clubs and high school teams that do have. You're going to find their jerseys as well. If you're not familiar with the professional teams and MLS and higher pro sports, look them up on your phone. Otherwise, you're going to pick up an Adidas jersey that has your local high school on it that you're never going to get rid of. So I pass those up. I do not buy those unless it's some crazy out of this world pattern. I don't pick those up. A brand I always pick up is Under Armour. Now you're going to find the Under Armour, this logo on the inside. You're going to find tags screened on. You're going to find it look a lot different across different shirts. This is probably one of the newer size tags on the inside, or what it looks like. But anything with that, 99% of the time, Under Armour, I buy. Big thing to be careful of, obviously, with polo shirts and independent of Under Armour, look for sweat stains and look for snags. So with these types of wicking shirts, you're going to find snags on them. If there's any type of snag, if it's really small, I'll buy it. Otherwise, if there's more than one, I leave it. But Under Armour is something I'll buy. And just be aware that you're going to get local golf courses or specific golf courses on them. I try to include that in the listing. So these Under Armour polo shirts, pullovers, quarter zips, buy them all the time. They will sell. You might hold on to them for a little bit, but they are definitely good sellers. And they sell on Poshmark too. So put those up there. Another one, see same type of Under Armour, same type of looking logo. This I have no idea. So this is like it can't really, the light's not giving it justice. It's a cool coral orange color, but I will have to look up that horse. It looks like a horse. I'll have to look that up. So a lot of Under Armour stuff you'll get with logos that you don't know what they are. I look them up, and it's crazy. A lot of the times with the logos, I don't even know what they are. People buy them. So don't be afraid if you don't know what the logo is. Under Armour is a good seller, at least for me. College teams. I pick up college teams all the time. You talk about Russell. Russell's a good brand. Champion. If you find, like I find Ohio University with Russell and Champion. A lot of the bigger universities like Ohio State, you're going to get their own brands as well as Adidas and Under Armour. Definitely look at those. This is a Champion. And this might sit for a little bit, but it's a classic. I mean, basic colors. You got the embroidery right there, and you got it along the neck. So these things sell well. Pullovers. I pick up pullovers all the time, especially if they have schools on them. They will sell. These things, I always pick these up. These are the compression Under Armour, and they're a little smaller looking. I can get probably $20 to $25 on these alone, and you'll see these on the back here. Those are a giveaway on the older ones. On the newer ones, they're putting it on the inside. You'll also find the ones, these are the cold gear compression stuff. The colder ones are thicker, and they have the rubber along the bottom to keep it taut on the body. So if you find the thicker ones, pick those up as well. These things sell all the time. They do sit for a little bit, but you will get your dollar for those. So keep them up there. And then the last thing second to last thing I picked up, this is a Russell brand. We talked about Russell. Don't be afraid of Russell. It's a little lower end, but it does come with the embroidery on it. So Michigan, University of Michigan, that stuff does sell. You will keep anything college, any college based. I've picked up even weird. I say weird. Even the lower tiered college stuff, brand new. Under Armour, Fairmont State University, I think it's in West Virginia. I picked that up. It will sit for a little bit, but you're going to get someone that finds it. Then that will best offer you. I put best offer on all my listings, and that's pretty much how I get my no-name sales. But you will find that some people will buy them straight up. So don't be afraid of best offer. We'll get in that and do another show. The last thing I want to end with is hats. If you guys aren't buying hats, especially no-name hats like Cooper Tires, you'll be surprised at how many hats I sell with the weird logos on them. I've sold American Airlines, Mack Trucks. That's not really a no name, but American Airlines. I've sold, I think Dole Fruits. I've sold hats of that. So look for hats, especially Goodwill around here. I don't know why, but they get large shipments of these Cap America hats. And they have all these company logos on them, and there'll be multiples of them. I will buy them all the time. You see, I bought this one for $2.99. I think I have 2 or 3 of these listed already. I'll just add this to the quantity. It's nice to have multi-quantity listings because you can just let it sit and it will sell. Definitely look at picking up those types of logos that are tires, cars, automotive, fishing. I sold Skeeter. Has anyone heard of Skeeter Boats? I sold a Skeeter Boats hat that was Cap America. So look for hats. Do not pass them up. One thing I will caution you, though, is look at the sweat brim on the inside. If it has the cardboard, it's most likely new. But if it's used, check the sweat brim. If it's any discolored, type of discolored, I leave it. I've picked up Breitling. Breitling's the type of watch. I've sold those hats for 30 to 40 bucks. So do not pass up your hats. That is the main portion of my business on Amazon, FBA, are hats. And they sell like crazy, especially during Christmas time. The hats I'm buying, they sell off the shelf. So thrift store, this is a discussion around thrift store. Do not pass your hats up. Look them up. You'll find some old school hats that are pretty cool. Trucker hats with high brim, roper hats, hats and polos. Those are my main money makers. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Stay tuned. We're going to have some more shows coming up. Discount codes as well. But thanks for watching. And we'll talk to you later. See ya.